planning phase of that.
I mean, you could definitely do that, but what this does, it lays out what you need, a conceptual design, identifies some property that would be good for it. It does that initial work. I mean, you can combine it all into one, but there may be different firms that their expertise would be in facilities planning, and another firm whose expertise would be in the actual architectural and design of it, so. It needs to be done, and whether it's separate parts or all as one.
So, Christina, vote on this.
Yes.
Larry?
Oh, sorry. Was I did vote early? Yes.
Yes. Keith?
I'm excited that we've cut so much that we've got money to pay for this one now, so I'm
Okay, that's all we need to go on then.
Yep.
Aquatic Center Rehabilitation, I am very sorry that Jeff's not here for this and the next one. This specifically talks about the lap pool to prevent, I want to say, massive failure.
Gutter
Right.
replacements, right.
So, Larry, do you have questions on it, or would you like to vote?
Well, I mean, this is clearly a need to prevent a greater cost later. So even though it's expensive, and I question, you know, how this whole deal went down to begin with, and how we don't ever have enough money to fund the pool. I think in the interest of doing, you know, preventing a greater hazard later, it's a necessity. So I would say yes.
Me? Yep. Corey?
Yes.
Okay. West Side Park improvements. Heath, would you like to start with either questions or a vote on West Side Park improvements?
You said it's not in the 2015?
It's not in the
It's not in the
2015 budget. It was just whether or not the council was willing to go forward so we could start planning.
And did we have,
So we can
remind us
start
the
planning.
estimate of money again, how much it was about?
637,000.
Yeah. But
But
none
that's
of
not
that
part of the budget, that was
2006 is not in part of this budget.
Do we want to start planning for it,
That
though?
was, do we want to start planning?
Oh, certainly.
Heath?
Absolutely, park comprehensive plan, yes.
So that was
Yes.
to be continued.
Corey?
Yeah, I want to start planning for it, but,
Steve?
Sure.
There we go.
but it's
Can I
not
ask
in
you
the
one-
budget.
No, not,
What,
not
is there a
really.
necessity to revitalize that park as opposed to sell it to somebody and move it to another location? Because, I mean, let's face it, it's not a, what?
No, there's no plan to sell the park.
Well, I'm just saying, it's not a good location to begin with.
I believe that we've got a pretty fair amount of tournament traffic that's going through there already. I believe that what Jeff was saying, and I hate to try and speak for him because he says this much more eloquently than I, we attract a lot of people to the city through Celebration Park, where they have 4 parks, and 4 diamonds, baseball diamonds, and softball diamonds, and West Side Park,
No, I get
where they
that.
have 4 as well. We're looking to add capacity.
But I'm just suggesting, I'm in favor of that. I'm just suggesting maybe we sell that property to a developer and move the whole location, because it's pretty disruptive to have a train go by while you're swinging at pitches. Would you agree, Steve?
With all the experience I've had of swinging at pitches, yeah, I could say,
I think it's a little
Can that be
worse
part
for
of the-
your backswing or.
Can that be part of the discussion as we talk about I mean, to me, that's never been brought up, so I mean, maybe that's something, we're not budgeting for this, so maybe that's a discussion topic that we need to have, is to look at options for.
We're just looking for whether or not it's inclusion in the,
And that's a
and we've got
plan.
consensus at this
yeah,
point.
that's a planning step, and I've always thought that, you know, when we talk about parkland and quality of life, that it'd be nice to partner with the Fairgrounds Association, the Johnson County Fairgrounds Association, about having some sort of a joint use location, so that we could have our parks and have the fairgrounds at, you know, all together at a location different from the downtown area. So
You know,
that could be part of that.
Well, and that's, I was hoping to get them involved in the downtown district plan.
Mm-hmm. So,
We're
yeah,
not doing that now.
There's many options and opportunities we can utilize.
Okay. Downtown water storage facility fence. Brian, I'm guessing we need that, and that's why it's in here?
That is correct. There's a couple of reasons. One is for security.
Yeah.
That's our water supply.
Tori?
Yes.
Steve?
Sure.
Christie?
Yes.
Senior building rehabilitation, improvements to our aging senior facility. The number on that was?
50,000.
60,000?
50.
50,000.
And that was just, we would make improvements to fit the number, so that was like the minimum. We came in with estimates that were much higher,
Hmm.
5, 6 times.
Yeah. Steve, I believe, where do you?
Yeah, just a real quick question, Laura. Is this just rehabbing the existing space and
It's minimal rehab of the existing space. I mean, it's almost nothing. We just do what we could to make it better for 50,000.
Yeah, I don't know, Christina can probably speak to this a little bit better than me,
Yeah.
because she delivers Meals on Wheels and sees the kind of usage it gets. Tori can speak to it, because I know that she's often serving
Well,
meals there during Lions Club events.
The senior building is just about the only community resource
Yes,
that
it
we have
is.
for meetings in the town. So, given the fact that it is, as you said, it's aging, it's definitely feeling its age.
Yes?
I would say yes.
Christina?
Yes.
Larry?
Would the $60,000 really buy?
50.
New 50,
I-
new flooring, paint,
Yeah.
appliances?
It will not buy
Well,
appliances.
Is that really gonna matter? I mean, is that gonna affect the usage? I mean, I agree, it could use an updating, but it seems like an elective to me.
Okay.
So I would have to say no.
No. All right. Heath?
Yes.
Okay. Microsoft licensing compliance.
That's not
Uh,
even, that's a legal issue.
Actually, it's a budget initiative item.
No, it's also a legal issue.
Larry, how do you feel about Microsoft licensing compliance?
Who is actually making the purchase? Is Alexander Open Systems going to be making the purchase for us, or are we doing that on our own?
Mary?
And that $100,000,
We can go through the state Microsoft their contract to do that. There are various options for us to do. We'll look at the best option. And that will have to come to the council because it's $100,000.
and that's putting the Microsoft Office suite on.
Compliance to Microsoft Office and for our Exchange servers. It's a free,
And their OS license.
yes. It's a
Yeah.
free tiered approach.
For how many you know the number of computers and everything?
I don't have that.
And we're getting ready to redo the whole
So-
network plan anyway, so you have servers that have been out of warranty for years. So, I mean,
Was that a no for you, Larry?
I don't really, what is it that, you've got what that's out of date?
everything.
Everything?
I probably should have started with
Everything.
Steve on this.
Such as what?
You have servers out of warranty and out of date.
Not
You
yet.
have-
Servers out of warranty though, I mean, they're cheaper to buy now than they were.
But then there will be
It's not the
licensing.
servers, it's the software that runs on the servers, Larry. It's
Okay.
Everything.
I know, I have a pretty deep level of understanding on licensure for
I get
software
it.
products, and this is not something
We're
we
not,
want to screw with.
we're not
because-
bootlegging software though, right? I mean, this is.
Yes, we are.
We're
actually.
using old software, we're not.
No, we're bootlegging it.
We are in an
It's being-
open meeting.
It's in,
So you're saying that it's not just a matter of upgrading the software, it's a matter of we are probably doing things that we should not be doing? In that case, I would say yes.
Okay, so that's one yes.
Yep.
No,
We didn't say that.
Tori?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, there we go. I think I missed your turn going first. Voice payment system, I know this is you, Laura. I'll follow.
The technology upgrade we talked about for utility billing.
Was it 25 or 35?
It is, hold on, I think it was like 27.
And I did have one quick question on
27.5.
it, Laura. Is it a continual cost to be able to maintain that system, or is there a one-time implementation?
There is some one-time implementation component, and then it goes to less than that, and it's also divided between your 3 utility funds.
Right.
So the impact to any one fund is
I'd like to see,